Welcome, Dr. James Beckett, Sports Card Insights. Another card wall video, leading off with David Klingler. Why is he in there? Probably his very best card, a very obscure card. I bought it on eBay when I saw it. Buy it now. This is the kind of card you don't put on auction because it could go too low, but it was a reasonable price, a good deal for me since I'd met him. He was a fabulous college quarterback, and it just shows sometimes you can be a great college quarterback and you're in a system that makes you look good. You got a great line, you got great receivers. Your first read is always open by 5 yards. It's just pitch and catch. When you get to the pros, it's a little different. So he didn't have a great pro career, but he's a good guy and has gone on to other gainful things. Thanks, sponsors. Appreciate them. Big Clue was one of my childhood, I don't say heroes because I wasn't a big, strong, burly guy like Ted Kluszewski was, but I wasn't wearing the cutoff muscle shirts. But he was a really good player. And frankly, he probably would have been in the Hall of Fame. He had about 5 or 6 years where he was at an all-star, very high level. And if he'd continued that on, this is a really interesting card because it's autographed, but it doesn't even show him with the Pirates is when he's on the White Sox. But Baseball Scoops, I wanted to get one of those in there. By the way, when he came up, his name was Ted Kluszewski. And then the writers or somebody just said, we can't pronounce Kluszewski. We're going to Kluszewski. You'll see 6 players from now why that matters. Bobby Knight, he likes to be called Bob Knight, I think. An intimidating guy. Pretty big and burly. He gets right in your face. I got this from him in Hawaii, and I'll probably keep this on there. I think this is a patch of his sweater that he wore. I've got another, I think it's plaid. He was a character, and you love him or hate him. Nobody was in between for Bobby Knight. I'll probably keep him on there. I've got some Indiana Hoosier friends. Koufax, the Morrell meets. 60 and 61, even not in great shape. These, I think I got as a factory set, so it's shocking to me that they got a 4 and a 3, but whatever. They never touched a hot dog. But I'm going to take one of those over this autographed rookie card. When an autograph is on a card that already has a facsimile autograph, and the autograph is faint, so this one, I think I'm not going to keep it on there. I probably need to put it someplace where it's not going to get a lot of light. Paul Krause, he had defensive back records for a long time, but he's not what you think about when you think about Philadelphia Gum in those 4 years. And so he's going to get knocked out in the next round. Bill Kreischer, personal friend, really good friend, but gentle giant. He told me he was a Samson type guy, if you remember the biblical story, that he didn't drink. He didn't stay out late at night. He really took care of himself and actually had a crew cut, so that doesn't hold up. But a really good guy, a great career in college, All-American lineman. And you can see these are all pretty much the same pose, maybe even the same photo. But the other two, which I probably will use, are the more obscure, more local 7-Eleven and Fleer photos. Okay, Coach K, talking about Kluszewski, Ted Kluszewski, Mike Krzyzewski, they wouldn't say that. So he just became Coach K, and they may be very clear that it's Krzyzewski. Okay, which is the proper pronunciation. People ought to be able to say this is how my game. Some early cards of Coach K. Probably will eventually use the earliest one, which may be this team set. Records are made to be broken, but he was a great coach, really related through several generations. Tony Koufax, one of the pivotal moments in the 1960 World Series where the Pirates won. This is a great card, and 8 is an outstanding card, but the Yankees are not my team. So I've had Tony up there for the last few years, and I think he's coming down. Bowie Kuhn, same thing. This is a Topps special issue, but he's largely forgotten. He was a commissioner of baseball more than 50 years ago. Again, I'm trying to put some NASCAR cards there. If this was Bobby Labonte and Terry Labonte, then it would be on there for a long time. I actually had Bobby Labonte's car in my barn garage for a while, which is a long story. But this is 2 of 25. It's a good card, but it probably, I don't know, I'll keep it on there for a while. Ernie Ladd was also a wrestler, 63 Fleer, pretty underrated set. This set makes him look like a normal guy, and he was huge. He was absolutely huge. Call him Little Samson. He should be Big Samson. Guy Lafleur, enjoyed watching him play. He was at his peak when I was up in Bowling Green and watching a lot of hockey in the evenings and hockey night in Canada. And you can see the Topps is an 8. the OPC as a 3. I may keep the, because there's a crease on there, but you can't really see it except for close inspection. And my feeling is that eye appeal is not close inspection. Eye appeal is arm's length. So I like the OPC3. Bill Laimbeer, my dad knew his dad, so I met him at his house when he was just graduated from college. And I think his dad was a marketing guy, but a son who was already 6'11", but he wasn't that menacing when he was in street clothes back in whatever that was, 1979 probably. But he created a persona. He made the most of his abilities, and we should all learn from that. I don't think he was as much of a heel as he created to draw attention. At any rate, that's it for another group, and thanks for watching.